Welcome to Guiding You Home with Terry Barr. We'll bring you exclusive interviews with the nation's top real estate experts, successful investors, and industry insiders. Whether you're buying, selling, or just love real estate, our guests share their insights, tips, and stories to help you navigate the market. Stay tuned for valuable advice and inspiring journeys that will help you find and sell your perfect home. Let's get into it.
So welcome back to Guiding You Home. I appreciate you being here. I have an astounding guest. I've been looking forward to this young lady for a long time. I've met her at the Global Luxury Summits that we've had in different areas, Miami and LA and some other places. She's a very gregarious, wonderful woman that does great work in the country of Turkey and Cyprus. So I've been excited to talk to this lady. Her name is Aylin Pelin Onar. Hopefully I got that right. I've been practicing. If it's not quite right, let me know. But she is one of the leaders in the Coldwell Banker Global Network. We have about 100,000 agents. She's one of 14 brand ambassadors, and she's one of the first trainers in our global luxury program to ever be outside of the United States. She is the number one residential agent in Turkey and Northern Cyprus. She's one of the first licensed global luxury trainers, like we talked. She's an award-winning broker of Coldwell Banker Maximum. And interestingly enough, she is the 6-time number one office in Turkey, Europe, and internationally for customer satisfaction. I want to hear a lot more about that, but welcome into our show. Aylin, we appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. You are doing great as always, Terry. Thank you so much for welcoming me. I'm grateful to be part of your great broadcast. And I hope I'll be helpful and touch people's heart who are looking to get some answers about our real estate business. So I'm so happy to be part of this great broadcast.
So that's fantastic. Listen, I want to ask you, first of all, because I asked most of my guests, tell me about the woman, Aylin, the woman, where you grew up. Tell me how you entered into real estate eventually, but what it was like to grow up in Turkey or Cyprus, and how you ended up making that jump into real estate originally.
Actually, it's a great question. Hard to summarize it because it's a long story. It's been now 25 years, almost ended actually in the real estate business. But I was born in Izmir in Turkey, and my father is a worker. He was working for ships. My mother is a housewife. So we didn't have any entrepreneurs or anybody, working in this kind of industry. I had to find my own way, my own path, actually. So I have twin brothers working with me as my agents for over 15 years.
Wow.
Well, I'm very lucky to have them, actually. It's great to work with the people who have the same minds, same reality, and same, circumstances to work together, who really understand me. So I have been working always in the sales industry. I was working for Coca-Cola as a sales representative first, and I was an administrator. Yeah, I was a manager in Coca-Cola for a couple of years. So I jumped to real estate business by coincidence.
Okay.
My partner, Seçkin, who is also still working together with our company, he recommended me that I should be working for real estate business, that I'm good at sales. But that moment, my mom was having a very serious health problem, and I was taking care of her. So I had to quit working at the Coca-Cola.
I see.
I was looking for different opportunities, but somehow I was feeling something wasn't quite right about me in the way of working because, working with the definite hours, with a definite salary. And in that way, there wasn't much improvement in my life. I was working so hard, but I haven't seen that light, to be honest with you. So I thought I should be having a kind of business that I should able to arrange my own schedule, my time.
Yeah,
Independent working, I should be still working hard, but I would be
sure.
working for myself because it's a self-developing business at the same time. So a kind of offer has been made to me in the real estate industry about 25 years ago. In Turkey, there wasn't any corporate office. They were
Mm,
just, local companies doing their own businesses. And it was really very difficult. There wasn't such common internet websites to put our posts, to put our adverts. It was very difficult to communicate people. As you see, our country was developing slowly. So we have learned the system, the things that you have been doing in your country, which we had a chance to apply. So it went successfully. I first started to work with Remax because it was the
okay.
first corporate office in the country. So I worked for 12 years and then I moved to Cyprus because of marriage.
Okay.
I made a huge difference. My total life has changed, but I knew that the best thing that I should do is my business. So
Mm.
wherever I go, I know that I can do the same business everywhere, which is a great chance. So I have to
So,
start from the beginning in this
yeah.
country, actually.
So tell me, only 5 years ago, when
Yeah.
you really started to get traction for your business,
Mhm.
because your country was growing a little slower in technology and some of the opportunities, as a business person over there, like if you're in America, you can do whatever you want. You can start your own business. Was that a difficult transition from working for a corporation like Cold or Coca-Cola and then starting a new business? Is there a lot of people that start businesses over there, or is this something that was pretty dramatic choice for you?
Actually, it's a very hard decision to make people to start up with an unknown company
Right.
because the past for Coldwell Banker is roughly 15 years
Hmm.
in Turkey. And for Cyprus, it started with us. We're the first Coldwell Banker office. So being the first, is like is being
That's a
like
big
a
deal.
firstborn child.
Yeah.
It's kind of experiment, but
Sure.
the reliability, constancy, hard work. When they're all combined together, people believe in you, people believe in the brand, and I think Coldwell Banker has a great advantage. This is the reason why I'm very happy to be part of Coldwell Banker. The reason is it's a very well known, very reputable, and reliable company all over the world with the best agents. So I have learned from the best. And it was a turning point in my life that I had a chance to develop my business, especially in the luxury division. Because I know you'll be asking how we have maybe developed the luxury division in our country because there was
Sure.
no luxury division. So I'm going to tell about that later. But being the first is a difficulty, but I had so much confidence with the tools that I have that my brand has given. Yes, we're very well known people. We are also very good business people. It's great
Right.
when you combine with your great character, the great brand, it makes a boom effect, I think. So
I
people
think you're,
trust in
I
our
think you're right.
company.
Yeah. So,
Exactly.
so tell me, did you have any struggles outside of, starting your own business was a big decision. You just said that it was an unknown, like having your first baby kind of thing. Were there any struggles related to you being a woman versus a man in that country, starting your own business? Was that a real problem or a real struggle, or was that not an issue for you?
Actually, I believe in people, not the gender. So there
Sure.
are businesses depending on the people.
Hmm.
So, of course, there are difficulties because in our geography where we are living, it's a
Yeah.
man's world, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Men are on the top of the business, and women has a little voice to come up with the issues or some success. It's not being much appreciated all the time. Maybe we
Right.
had a struggle about that, but I think people respect the way you work. So
Hmm.
rather than being a woman or man, they see how you work, how
Right.
you're dedicated, how you're doing this job. So with dedication of our lives, it became my life, to be honest with you. So I can't distinguish my business from my,
Yeah.
private life, from my social life.
Sure.
It's totally I am the
Right.
same person outside the office, the same person. So people appreciate that. I try to help people to find their homes or to make the right investment. So they don't care if you're a woman or man. They care about what you're doing, really. They care
Sure.
about the result. They care about the help you provide them.
And you've had
What
some great
it takes
successes. I
time, of
mean,
course.
sure. You've sold, I think I read 2,500 units over the past 20 years. That's pretty
Yeah,
good success. And
yeah.
I hear this theme a lot with every agent I talk to or every person in the real estate business that I talk to. It's all about relationships. It's all about
Yes,
gaining respect. People,
sure,
they
sure.
expect you to be good at your job.
Exactly. And it's a matter of time, being patient, being
Sure.
able to develop ourselves. And I really find myself quite lucky that I have the best people around me, like you, like Jake Mills,
Sure.
Michael, many, many business people around ourselves. They're such amazing people with their souls and with their jobs that they're doing, and they really support us. This is great. So while we're having these people are around us, we're not together, we're not in the same country, but I want to reflect what you're doing. So I want to be as good as you're doing, do my best, and people really appreciate that. In everywhere, wherever we go, there is something, people coming from their hearts, they're giving appreciation about that. This is what I have
Sure.
seen in my life.
Yes, collaboration is that big word we
Yes,
always talk
yes,
about. We're all on the same side. We all have the same goals. We all have the same, we the same dreams to do well in real estate. But collaborating with other successful people is kind of the key ingredient, if you will, to consistently learning our business over a long period of
yes.
time.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter you're a woman or man. It matters how you work, how you treat to people, how you keep yourself by being good. Being good is definitely the essence of this job, of this business.
Yeah, that's
Being a
wonderful.
good person is really very important.
Well, I can say this with confidence. You are one of the best. You're one of the most social real estate agents that I've run into that's very warm and inviting. So I appreciate that about you, Aylin. Um,
Thank you.
Talk to me a little bit about your brokerage that you lead in Turkey. Tell me about Maximum and what that's all about, how many agents you have, and what is the secret to your success there from a brokerage standpoint.
Yeah, everybody's asking the same question because we are living in a very small country,
Hmm.
but we're working with Turkey, so we are representing two countries together.
Hmm.
In Cyprus, there are only two Coldwell Banker offices, but in Turkey, there are over 400 offices and almost 5,000 agents. So our
Wow.
competition is more with them, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So I think our office, first of all, consisting of different type of people. Their expertise is not hasn't been on the real estate. They are
Okay.
coming from furniture business, music sector, financial business, or engineers. All different type of people. So
Right.
it's like a rainbow, all
Sure.
different colors.
Yeah.
And we are now 30 people. 25 of them are our agents,
Okay.
and we are three brokers, and the others are administrative people helping us. And of course, we have also social team, social media team
Sure.
helping us doing the videos and other stuff. And
Yes.
also, we have also legal advisors working with us
Yeah.
three different legal advisors all the time.
Okay.
We have an architect, we have an engineer,
Okay.
especially for construction.
Okay.
So it's a team working not only for selling properties, but also for producing new homes. So
Right.
when some people come here with their lands, we help them what to build, how to, design it, the pricing, the
Hmm.
selling, and after sale. So from A to Z, we are helping people from each every corner about property business.
Yeah,
So,
that's wonderful. I like that
but
full team approach. We try to
yeah,
do
well,
that.
once people come into this office, they'll be satisfied in every way,
Yeah.
about this real estate business. They will ask about the legal side. Yes, we have legal advisors. If
Yeah.
they want to know about something, the architecture, here is the architect. If you
Yeah.
want to know some technical things, here is our engineer and also our sales team. But our sales teams, they are real pros. I mean, they're experts on their areas. They're working on lands, they're working on residential area, commercial area, also luxury division. It's a total different division, as you know. So
Yeah.
we have splitted people to focus on the different areas. That's why they are quite successful. They're not trying to do everything. They are focusing on especially the things that they need to concentrate on.
I
By
see.
selling everything, we
Yeah.
can be successful, but in the end, it is going to be something that you need to change for bigger goals.
Right.
And I think accepting people with the way they are is the key thing because they're all different characters, different people, very strong, mindset. It's
Right.
hard to change people, but
Sure.
we're helping them to, beautiful changes, not about the business sides, but in also our social lives to develop, ourselves in person, not
Yeah.
only the business side. So we're like a family because
Yeah.
half of are working more than 15 years now.
I love
Half of
that.
the team.
I love that. And I know that I maybe switch gears a little bit because I know that you're focused. You're very focused on the global luxury side of
Yes.
Coldwell Banker. And we have a great time at these events. And there's a lot of very successful people there. Tell me how you went, your 20-year career started. How did you transition from, let's say, seeing the benefits of going to the luxury side of things and how that transpired over time until you are where you are right now.
I love this story because Coldwell Banker has totally changed my life.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to tell about that. How? Actually, I have been selling so many houses. The number was great, but
Yeah,
I wasn't feeling quite happy that, as I mentioned, selling everything doesn't make you the expert. I
sure,
thought somehow I need to be expert on something, but it has to match with the lifestyle.
sure.
So if you're happy on doing industrial, you should focus on that. So luxury lifestyle is also a part of my lifestyle. But about the business side, it was we had a broker camp in Turkey, and we have been invited by Gökhan Taş, the master franchise owner.
Okay,
And on the stage, there was that time number one agent. He was Chris Cortazzo,
okay,
and Chris Cortazzo went to the stage and he made a great speech. He has shown great videos, photos, the
hmm,
presentation. And I
right.
thought I wasn't doing that business really.
Yeah,
I was doing something, but it wasn't that business, it
right,
wasn't real estate. So somehow I thought that I should be doing exactly what he has done. I mean, it's not, imitating him, it's
right.
taking the good sides of him, doing the best videos, doing the best presentations,
Hmm.
giving the best business card, giving
Yeah,
the best photos, and telling the best story about the house.
right,
That moment, I have made my own decision, but still, I wasn't on the global, luxury division anyway. I
right.
didn't know about that. So I came back to Cyprus, to my country, and then I have started immediately what I have promised to
Mm.
myself. I have started to find the best houses, to make the first videos. The videos that I have shooted in our country
Mm-hmm.
was the first property video in not only in Cyprus but also in Turkey.
How about
So
that?
it set an example to everybody else's in the industry.
Right.
And can you imagine, it was just about 12 years ago. So it
Wow.
was brand new. It was quite new. But as I mentioned, I learned it from you. I learned it from the best. So while the best real estate agents were doing this, I saw that immediately. The first
Mm.
global luxury invitation in Miami was also
Pardon me.
amazing and it changed my life. I met Jade Mills there.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah. And she was in our training lessons. She came to help us and to show how she was working. Also, Jill Eber,
Mm-hmm.
Hertzberg family, they were there. So as
Mm-hmm.
you see, number one, the best of the best were there, and I
Right.
was able to learn from them. And they were doing exactly what I was telling. They were doing everything.
Yeah,
They're the best.
there's just amazing ladies out there. The Jills, obviously from Miami, the Miami area, the whole Hertzberg family. Dawn McKenna, she's putting
Oh,
her
amazing. Yeah, all
footprints everywhere.
amazing.
She's going to be on my podcast next week, so I'm excited to have her and
Oh,
see,
that's amazing.
yeah, how she does that, and certainly Jade out in Hollywood and out there in LA. Just amazing stories of women that have really taken the real estate business to the next level. It's fun to watch. It's fun to learn from. And I'm excited for you because you're taking something from those ladies and you're saying I can do that and this and that, put it all together, bring it to my country, and do great things with Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. So that's very exciting to me to see.
Exactly. They are all iconic people. They're the leaders of the sector. And we had a disadvantage. We didn't have people around ourselves
Right.
who should set an example that we can follow, do these, things. But I learned it from you, as I mentioned. And now I'm trying to help people to find their ways to, make their business on the highest level.
I
So
love that.
this is something that I try to do now.
Yeah, I love that. Well, you're an ambassador for Global Luxury,
Yes,
and you're a
yes.
fantastic
And
ambassador as well. I think you do a great job of sharing the story of who we are in Global Luxury. It's amazing.
so
Um,
by doing those things that I had to do, having the best photos, having
right,
the best videos, having the best portfolios, doing the best presentations,
right,
of course, having the best negotiation skills, because I have to be the best in the market.
right.
The market is very tough and there's so much competition.
Yeah,
That brought me the opportunity to being part of Global Luxury Ambassador. So this is
amazing.
how I, turned into that actually.
Yeah,
So I
amazing.
only done what I needed to do actually.
I love that. Talk to me about Turkey and Cyprus, and what advice you're giving, say, folks from a different country that want to look at Turkey or look at Cyprus as another option for their global luxury real estate purchase. Tell us about those two areas and how it's growing and what you're seeing there in those two countries.
Actually, Turkey and Northern Cyprus are totally different markets. Turkey has, a very great past about also real estate business.
Mm,
And there are also some, beautiful places like Istanbul,
yeah.
Bodrum, which is, we call it Turkish Riviera. It's
Okay.
like Monaco, people coming with their private yachts and they can, have a sailing, coming to their luxurious home. So it's a great market. So it's something different that we're also, we're in a competition at the same time. We're two different
Sure.
countries as a
Yeah.
different office. We are a different affiliate office, so we're competing with them.
Yeah.
Turkey has many advantages that I see, but our market, two markets together, we have a difficulty with our currency
Mm,
because we have Turkish liras, but in Cyprus, we're selling in British pounds.
Okay.
In
All
Turkey,
right.
you have to sell it with the Turkish liras.
I
So the
see.
price wise, it might be totally changing, in a day.
Yeah. Are you seeing
And
are you seeing anybody purchasing real estate with any kind of Bitcoin or uh, currency, that kind of currency, the
yeah,
cryptocurrency?
actually, in Cyprus, it's legal. You can do it.
Okay.
There are people buying with that way, so it's legal. In
Okay.
Turkey, all the transactions, everything has to be done through the banking system, and the
Okay.
government has really tough politics about that actually, and they're
Okay.
controlling all transactions, all transfers. So in Cyprus, it's a niche market, so it's quite developing. In Northern
Right.
Cyprus, we are developing many estates like new homes, especially
Mm-hmm.
compounds with five-star hotel facilities.
Right.
It's totally different, and we have also luxurious hotels with the casinos, like
Mm.
little Las Vegas. So
Mm.
it's totally different, and people coming for this attraction mainly. Used to be like that, but we have also great education system in Northern Cyprus
Mm.
because our schools, colleges, and universities are giving great education, and you can get an equivalency degree from United States or England, that
Hmm.
they have a kind of agreement with that. So
Okay.
by yeah, and it's affordable prices. So
Okay.
even from Turkey, there are so many people coming to Northern Cyprus for studying. There are more than 125,000 students studying actually, and
Coming
our
from
population,
Turkey, from mostly Turkey, then.
and half of them is from Turkey.
Wow. Okay.
The other is from over 100 countries because the main language is English.
I see.
English
So,
speaking. And
so there
English
are
speaking
there medical
schools,
schools there in Cyprus?
yes,
Are
yes,
there? Yeah.
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes. And it's affordable for people. So in
Mm.
Northern Cyprus, these things are affordable, but in Turkey it went quite expensive, especially
Mm.
after pandemic.
Sure.
The total market in the world has changed after the pandemic issues,
Yeah.
and it made it quite a little bit expensive about the living conditions. But still, Northern Cyprus has, so much attraction from the people, not only for coming, five-star hotels for gambling,
Right.
but also for living with, affordable prices, with good services, and studying at the good schools, actually.
I see.
So these
So,
are the great advantages. And as I mentioned, we're selling in British pounds. We're
okay.
renting in British pounds, which means that you don't lose any, value on the property.
In value, yeah. How
Yeah,
about
and
that?
it's always increasing. The minimum increase per year, actually.
Now,
Um,
are you seeing any trends in either Turkey or Cyprus? New trends
yeah.
to different types of real estate, new
Mhm.
build communities, those kinds of things. What are the trends right now over there that you're seeing and participating in as a realtor?
Actually, what I have seen, people would love to have, first of all, feel secure. After this
Mhm.
pandemic issue has changed many, trends actually.
Sure.
And they would love to have a kind of, security system in their houses, kind
Mm.
of, smart houses that
Hmm.
they can control while traveling, while they are away. And they
Hmm.
would love to have a good service, which
Okay.
means that even you're at home or you're away, your
Right.
house has to be taken care of, which brings the hospitality. I mean, this is another business level in our real estate because the service level in the compounds has made a huge difference, and it made a huge impact, especially for the rentals. It increased the rentals while providing people concierge, while
Mm.
providing people, massage in their houses,
Hmm.
having, the best services, housekeeping services, dry cleaning services, or, airport transfers. You
Right.
do it with just phone or by messaging from your application. It make
Mm.
a total change. These are the new trends, not only in Northern Cyprus but also in Turkey, because people want to live with, how can I say, comfort, but
Yeah.
time matters. Time is very precious.
Sure.
They want to consume time in the good way, not spending for nothing, they want to spend their time with high quality, and
Yeah.
with the service, they achieve that.
Now, are you taking as you're a Coldwell Banker Maximum? Are you taking advantage of any of those trends? Are you offering any kind of concierge services that? And I don't know exactly how I know you do business a little differently over there, so I'm asking those questions because I want to hear. Are
Yes, yes.
you seeing those trends and then trying to fill that gap with another section within your company, or are you seeing that with property managers or property management companies, those kinds of things? Tell me how you take advantage of those little trends or
It is one of
sectors.
the parts that we want to develop here, because I know in States you have the concierge system, and we have a very great training about that, if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
And this is something that we want to improve in the future time. For now, we have a rental department.
Okay.
We're taking care of the rentals, and also there are also legal advisors. I mean, the lawyers. They are taking care of these kind of details. But
Hmm.
as a concierge, our compounds or our property companies, they are doing that.
Oh, property companies.
So we don't do it at the moment,
So
but we
you
want.
don't have a property company within your
No,
group yet.
no, we
Okay.
don't have
Okay.
for
Very
now.
interesting. Very
For
interesting.
now.
For now, I can see it coming for you. I can see you making that
Yeah,
something
because
in the future.
we have been leading people in different ways. So this is one of the things that we want to make as the first time
Hmm.
with Coldwell Banker, support.
Sure.
We can do it.
Sure.
And it means that we need another, group of people helping us in our team. So this is a
Right.
totally different section. We need to
Yeah.
develop.
So, do you find that the local people of Turkey or Cyprus, do they desire some of the same benefits or the same mirroring, if you will, of the United States and some of the things that we offer from a real estate standpoint, or is there a pushback to that? In other words, we're Turkey, not United States, or we're Cyprus, not or do they desire to have some of those things that perhaps they don't have right now? And do you provide those, or do you try to push in that direction?
Actually, as I mentioned, Turkey and Northern Cyprus has different market conditions. Even we're speaking the same language, sharing the
Right.
same culture, we have totally different markets, and
Hmm.
it's a new developing market here. So
Hmm.
we are leading people have to develop it in the right way,
I see.
because it has to gain value.
Yes.
Our first target is, for our developers, what we advise is, building long-lasting houses. It shouldn't lose any value in the future time.
Right.
So this is what we're doing, which means that they're coming with very good facilities, and they take our advice. This is very important, and I think it's very valuable. I
Wow.
mean, they appreciate our advice. In Turkey, as I mentioned, it's totally different. And that's why there are so many Turkish buyers coming to Northern Cyprus to invest, because they don't want to lose any value in their
I
houses.
see.
And they would love to have a better quality house with a
Gotcha.
better standards for better prices.
Right. Is it
Because
more
it's
diff?
not a
Yeah.
price issue on your person.
Yeah. To is it more difficult to do business in Turkey? It sounds like it may be more difficult to do business in Turkey than it is Cyprus, or is it just different? Is it
Actually,
harder?
very, very similar. Very similar.
Similar.
We have
Okay.
no MLS system,
Okay.
and we don't have any real estate laws protecting realtors.
Okay.
So, what protects us is the way that we are working.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
we are working, with this, consistency, hard work, with the built on a trust that protects us,
Sure.
but not the other thing. So it's very tough. So
Yeah. It
let's
sounds
say
tough.
it is very tough, because let's say a couple of years ago in our country, there was a kind of realtor storm, I call it, because
Okay.
there were so many people coming from European countries buying properties, and
Mm-hmm.
then people started to came to Northern Cyprus from Europe to sell properties,
Mm.
and they can do it.
Yeah.
without any limitation,
Mm.
no obstacles, nothing. So, our business is very tough, but it's really easy for people to come and start up doing something,
Yeah.
very easy. No recordings, no company, no taxes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That
So
sounds good to American consumers, but I got to tell you, it also sounds like pretty scary too, from a certain standpoint. That there's there's no guardrails, or there's not a lot of things that are keeping us out of trouble. That seems pretty scary to me to do
yeah,
business
actually,
well.
the regulations, the law system is quite well for the buyers and sellers. I mean, the
Okay.
only realtors, there is no protection at all.
Oh,
So that's the main issue.
you got
We're,
you,
you're,
you got to be
in the
you. You got to be
middle.
good. You
You
got to be
have to be
good.
really good.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any mistake, That's the
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to make any mistakes.
Yeah.
It's very cruel in this
Yeah.
case because you can't defend yourself.
Yeah.
That's why you
Yeah.
have to be very careful of what you're doing, what
Yeah.
you're saying. That's why we have lawyers. We don't take our steps, without taking any legal advices from them
Yeah.
because you
I
never know what comes to you in the future.
It's true. I recently made a mistake it's probably the worst mistake I've made in my career not too long ago. And, it was not something that was done out of malice. It was just a mistake. And, you have to watch yourself, and you have to get good advice. And thankfully everybody involved gave grace to everybody, and it ended up being fine. But, I walk around on eggshells lots of times because I don't like to live in the gray. I want to be black or white. I want to
Yes.
yes or no. And I want to have, and because you've been in the business and you're in a different country that doesn't have a lot of safety measures for realtors, but there's a lot of gray area in our business, and I just don't like to
Yeah, yeah.
live there. I want to stay out of the gray. So that's an interesting part of where you're at
I
for
totally
sure.
agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. Um, so as a realtor in Cyprus, and as a female realtor in the business, is there any advice you would give to your fellow people, or fellow Turkish folks or Cyprus folks that are looking to get into real estate? I mean, it doesn't have to be those two. It could be anybody, any country. But is there any advice that you would give, now that you've been in the business for 20 years, for realtors? And then if you have any advice for young ladies looking to venture out and to get into real estate, what would that be? Give me your advice.
The time we're living in is something giving an advantage to many people that on social media, even on YouTube or Instagram, we're able to reach people
Right.
and listen to them. Listen from the best, actually. And you are under our brand, on the, there are many people that are helping by their advices to people. So the first thing, it's always good to listen it from the best because
Mm,
these people are always telling the same story. Be
right.
patient. Do not try to be quick what you're doing because the
Right.
result would come, but it should be a coincidence. But in our business, we don't need any coincidences. So we
Right.
have to be sure about what we're doing. So being patient is one of the things that we have to stick on.
Be
And
patient.
be patient, develop yourself all the time because learning new things, being open for
Right.
learning new things is always helping us. As you know,
Right.
25 years ago, as I mentioned, there wasn't any, websites, pages that I should be able
Only
to use.
5 years ago. Only five.
No,
That's
no,
amazing.
25, 25,
Oh, 25. Okay. Okay.
25.
Okay. Oh,
but
that's better.
but it's
Okay.
not a long time when we think.
Right.
Because if you
It's true.
think about Coldwell Banker, it's
Yeah.
over 100 years. So it's something, quite different to you. I know it sounds different, but only
Yeah.
25 years ago, it's not too far. But now we have a chance to learn the new tools new applications, especially, these artificial things are helping a lot if we
Right.
use it in the right way.
Right.
We really need to learn how to use it in the good way.
Yep.
And we have to be ourselves. We don't need to imitate the others, just with our, personality, with how we look, how we behave in our normal lives.
Right.
Just we have to be ourselves because this is really helping. We don't need to be another person. We have to be ourselves
Yeah.
by learning new skills.
Sure.
This is what I can advise in three pieces.
I think that's great advice. I think I hear different forms of that. Being patient. I haven't heard that one before specifically. I think that's excellent advice, though. You get into this business with all the social media and all the success or the so-called success people are having, and you think, well, this is going to happen tomorrow, or I'm going to sell a house tomorrow, or I'm going to, have buyers tomorrow. And that doesn't always happen. So being patient is certainly something for new agents to take into consideration. Don't get in this business if you don't have a backup and you don't have patience. That's a good one. And then develop yourself, get education, make sure that we have so much education with Coldwell Banker available to us.
Yes.
With the brand, but then folks like you, and that's a reason for this podcast, because there's so many successful, wonderful people out there with Coldwell, with other companies for sure. There's a lot of education you can be had from people like you that are on the other side of the world, for goodness sake. So it's unbelievable. So keep yourself educated, keep developing yourself. And then you said, with the brand, obviously the brand has so many different wonderful assets that they give to us as agents, as not necessarily only global luxury agent. We have so many other assets for agents that haven't met that level yet, but that's great advice. Anything else that you'd like to share with the world here or share with our listeners?
Yeah, additional to the, previous question you asked, many people, they only see the result. I think that affects a lot because they see, nice lives, especially in our luxury division. Who wants
Sure.
to work luxury property? It takes time to build it. I know it really takes time. First of all, we need to know how to sell, how to negotiate, and how to, be able to communicate with the two sides
Sure.
because we're working for both sides in our country. We don't have buyers agents separately or sellers agents. We represent both sides usually.
Okay.
So we have to have those skills, and it takes time. Even you're by selling, even by renting, we need to communicate as many people as we can,
Yeah.
and it really takes time. It takes years.
Yeah. It's a
The
different
first
language. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the first year, we decide if we are able to do this business.
Right.
The first year. The second year, yes, we are in the business, so we need to do what we have to do. Let's
Yeah.
do this way. And in a couple of years, if we stay in the business, in the real estate business,
Mm-hmm.
consistency, patience brings you many properties, many clients, many connections and networks, and showing up in our, networking system. I mean, we have so many events, our Jam Blues, global luxury events, or other, events. That's very important because we met ourselves with this way, and now here we are. We're talking about business. This is great, amazing, and it's very sad that I'm the only person doing this as a Turkish. It's
Well,
very sad. I wish there were many people doing that, but I think it's about showing up and communicating to
yeah.
people. So we have to show up to events, organizations, and if we're able to do, we have to travel to
Yeah.
see people, different cultures, different people to understand.
Well, you certainly do show up. I know that you're in places that all around the world, but specifically in the U.S. I've met you at least
Yeah.
3 or 4 times, and so you're showing up and you're giving great advice and presence to your people in Turkey and to Cyprus. I think it's just wonderful. So being the first is always a trailblazer, is always an adventure, but kudos to you for being the first and continuing to show up and continuing to be a light in this business to others in not only your country, but around the world. So I really appreciate you as an ambassador for Coldwell Banker Global Luxury.
Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you. Really, you made my day, and bless you.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky to have, this opportunity, and I'm so lucky to have good people around me. In
Yeah.
our business, having good people around you,
It's half the
giving back
battle.
to our community is something different.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference, I think.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on. We'll wrap it up here, and I'll say a little outgoing. Thanks for coming on our show. And those of you who are watching, we so appreciate you being here, guiding you home, Aylin. You've just been a pleasure, and we can't wait to see you again in person. All the best. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if you celebrate that over, but we're thankful for you.
Yeah, we do. We have a community here doing that, actually. Happy
Awesome.
Thanksgiving to you too.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you so
we're
much.
having our turkey here and talking to the people in Turkey. I think that's pretty cool. So we're excited that you're on. But thanks for tuning in to Guiding You Home. Wait till next week when we have a great guest. And I believe it's Dawn McKenna, but we'll see when she comes up. We have the greatest guest around the world, and we proved it today with Aylin coming on, and she's just a wonderful guest in person. So thanks for coming. Have a nice day.
Thanks for tuning in to Guiding You Home. We hope our expert guests have provided valuable insights for your real estate journey. Remember, every home has a story, and we're here to help you write yours. Until next time, happy home hunting.